Surprise! A video about coronavirus. I'm actually reluctant to even release this video because as of this recording, there is still so much uncertainty as to what the negative impact is going to be with people's health and safety, the economy, and the real estate market. I mean, this video will be obsolete the minute it comes out, which is why I waited a few weeks before weighing in on my opinion, despite so many people asking what I think. So what I decided to do is a 3-part video series where I want to talk about how coronavirus will affect the housing market, why now is an unprecedented time to actually get into real estate, and how to successfully wholesale and flip houses right now, even in these uncertain and scary times. Now I'll also share what I'm doing and how I'm adjusting so that you can do the same. All of that and more coming up.
For a limited time, you can get a free copy of Jerry Norton's Data Cruncher software, which finds cheap houses in your area. Get it now at mydatacruncher.com.
If you're new here to this channel, I'm Jerry Norton with FlippingMastery.com, and this channel is all about ways to help you make money wholesaling and flipping real estate so you can live your dream life. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon to get notified when new videos are released. Now, before kicking off this video series, I just want to start out by telling you what I told my kids. When the economy is good, a bunch of folks go broke, and when the economy is bad, a bunch of folks get rich. Money is not a result of the economy, it's a result of opportunity, and there is always opportunity even amongst chaos, and especially with real estate because people still need to live in houses. Your job is to find the opportunity, which I'll be sharing in this series, so keep watching. By the way, I'll put all of the videos in this series into a playlist, and I'll put the link to that playlist in the description box below for you. On this video, I want to discuss some possible scenarios about how the coronavirus is going to impact the real estate market. Now keep in mind, whatever anyone tells you, including me, is solely speculation because we've never experienced something like this in modern times. There are two ends of the spectrum. On one end, we have people spending their life savings on toilet paper who think the bottom is going to fall out and we're all going to die. And then on the other end of the spectrum, we have people who think it's all hype and it's just going to blow over in a few weeks. I tend to fall somewhere in the middle. Without a doubt, we are going to face some hard ramifications, first to the economy and then to the real estate market. How hard, how bad, and for how long is the real question, and no one has the answer. So I want to be clear that the ideas I'm sharing are just my ideas and opinions. I'll be watching closely and making calculated decisions day by day as new information unfolds, and I advise you to do the same. First of all, when it comes to the real estate market, it's important to point out that prior to coronavirus, the housing market, generally speaking, had a solid foundation. The fundamentals were in place. Low interest rates with high demand and low inventory made the real estate market really healthy. Real estate in 2020 prior to coronavirus was much different than in 2008 when we had the market crash. 2008 was an out-of-control train wreck waiting to happen with excessive inventory. That's a really important distinction to make and why I don't believe we are going to experience 2008 real estate market crash all over again. I'll explain more, so keep watching. So how will the housing market be impacted? First, let's talk interest rates. Home buying and refinancing is heavily driven by interest rates. Recently, the Federal Reserve lowered the rate to 0, but that doesn't mean the banks are going to necessarily lower their rates. I believe we're going to see an increase in mortgage rates due to the huge influx in demand for home loans, especially with refinances. Many lenders have been inundated with refinance applications and have had to stop accepting applications because they can't keep up with the demand. Think about it. If homeowners have equity in their homes and are fearful about losing their jobs, they will want to pull out that equity for cash reserves or to consolidate debts or lower their payments. And like anything, when demand for something goes up, so does price. Banks are already raising rates just because they can. I believe we're going to see the same take place with investment lending. Unconventional investment lending, such as construction loans for spec building and rehab loans for fix and flip, have poured into real estate in recent years because of the optimism. It's been so high and the risk has been so low. Now with coronavirus, I believe we're going to see a temporary increase in rates as well as stricter lending criteria in the form of higher loan-to-value requirements and down payments. For example, if you could get a fix and flip hard money loan at 12% with 75% loan to value and a 10% down payment, it may go up to 15% with a 65 or 70% loan to value and 20% down. Due to fear and uncertainty, investment lenders are going to pull back for now. In later videos in this series, I'll discuss how to adjust accordingly as a wholesaler and a flipper, but for now, I want you to just be aware of the immediate impact. And if you're a wholesaler, this still affects you because your cash buyers have to adjust, which means you do too. Next, let's talk about supply and demand and why that makes a big difference. Going into coronavirus, the US was experiencing a nationwide shortage of housing. Take a look at this chart. This is showing the percentage change of inventory year over year in several major cities. Every city except Detroit and Chicago had lower inventory than a year earlier. Some cities had a major decrease in inventory. Look at Seattle. It dropped by 27.6% year over year in January, which explains the drastic increase in values. Higher demands always equal an increase in values. Take a look at San Diego. It dropped 23%. So heading into 2020, we have a shortage of inventory and high demand for housing, and then coronavirus hits. Now we're experiencing a major disruption in building supply lines. Did you know that nearly a third of home building materials come from China, not to mention finished products like bathtubs, sinks, appliances, and more? I recently read an article that the national home builder Toll Brothers gets all of their appliances from China and now they can't get them. So if demand was high, and now let's say that we have a 6 to 12 month delay and disruption in building supply lines, that is going to contribute to even more housing shortages. So here's my prediction, and given what we know today, here is my hope and prayer. Over the next 6 to 12 months, if we can stabilize the economy and prevent the bottom from falling out, the stock market doesn't crash, we don't have a run on the banks, people can get back to work. If we can just get through the next 90 days and get life back to normal in the next 6 to 12 months, then temporarily during those 6 to 12 months, we may see a decline in real estate values, but then my hope is that all of that pent up demand is gonna burst and pull the real estate market right back up. What's crazy is right now, as of this recording, in the height of the panic, as far as I can see, it really hasn't had an immediate impact on the real estate market. Right now, over the past 2 weeks, 2 different high-end flips that I had for sale on the market for $1.5 million have each received multiple offers. Real estate agents seem to be experiencing the same. A recent survey by the National Association of Realtors just released that 78% of realtors said that coronavirus had no impact on home buyer interest in their market, and 77% said that they saw no change in home selling listing behavior resulting from coronavirus. Now, that doesn't mean it's not coming. One reason could be that more stock market investors are turning to real estate. Don't forget, when people pull out of the stock market, they don't just invest in bonds, but also in real estate, which is safer. For example, Roofstock, a platform investors use to buy and sell single-family rental properties, has seen a huge spike in web traffic since the outbreak. So we may have even more money and more buyers coming into real estate during this crisis. Now, if you'd like to weigh in, leave a comment and let me know if you're seeing a slowdown on real estate in your market. I'd love to hear from you, but the bottom line is this. While we have no idea how all of this is going to play out and what exactly the impact is going to have on the economy and the real estate market, this much I feel certain about. People still need housing. That means there's an opportunity for you as a wholesaler or a flipper. In fact, if you've been on the fence about getting started, or if you're thinking about sitting on the sidelines, you're going to miss out on some huge opportunities. This is the perfect opportunity to work from home and make money in real estate. So if you've been putting it off, or if you're ready to really ramp up, then you should really check out my wholesaling and house flipping deal management system called Flipster. Now, if you've never heard of Flipster, it's a cloud-based, all-inclusive platform to help you organize, streamline, and automate all of the steps to wholesaling and flipping houses. And best of all, you can do it remotely from the comfort of your own home. Did you catch that? With Flipster, you can wholesale and flip houses virtually without leaving your home. Ironically, coronavirus hasn't changed my day-to-day life much at all. I work from home and we homeschool our kids. Now, I'm already intentionally quarantined. To check out Flipster and see it in action, go to getflipster.com. As for me, I'm ratcheting up my buying right now. I plan on getting some smoking hot deals right now. My mantra with sellers is, coronavirus, I want a deal. Remember this, successful entrepreneurs and real estate investors adapt and adjust and make even more money when the economy or the market is down. My question for you is, are you gonna let the economy happen to you, or are you gonna create your own economy? Leave a comment and let me know. On the next videos in this series, I'm gonna really dig into why now is the time to really go for it in real estate, especially wholesaling and flipping, and how you can adapt and what you should be doing differently in this new environment. I'll be sharing exactly what I'm doing and what you need to do too. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to do that and make sure you turn on notifications by clicking that bell icon so that you know when these videos come out. One final parting thought, the Bible says, "Fear not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee. I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness." So may God bless you and your family in this time of need, and I'll see you on the next video.